Hey guys, this is Test 60 Game 1. This is the Arts and Crafts Workshops game. It's an ordering game. We know this because the 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, appear consecutively and they tell us so. So each of the 6 variables here is going to go in one of the 6 spaces here. I have the AM row on top, the PM row on bottom. I've laid out some rules here that I'll explain. They tell us that J is in the morning, so I put J in the morning row, and they say that J is with one of K or Q, so I put K/Q in the afternoon row. And I also made a marking of the rule on the side here with J on top. They tell us that R is in the afternoon, so I put afternoon next to the bottom row and N/S on the top row since they tell us that R goes with one of N or S, and then mark that on the side as well. Then they tell us that Q is before both K and N on an earlier day, meaning that Q can never be Friday, and neither K nor N could ever be Wednesday. And then I put down also that Q cannot be with N, and Q cannot be with K because they can never be in the same day. Q has to be on an earlier day. Anyway, this right here is a very bare bones initial setup for the game. We'll do more work over the course of the game when answering the questions. So question number 1 is a typical orientation question. We're just taking one rule at a time and applying that rule to all 5 choices, looking for violations. So first we could look for the fact that J always has to be in the morning. It can never be in the afternoon, so any choice where J appears in the afternoon can automatically be eliminated. So for that reason, choice E is gone because it has J in the afternoon. We know that R has to be in the afternoon, so anytime we see R in the morning, we know that's unacceptable and can be eliminated. Choice D has R in the morning, so that's gone. Next, we could look for the fact that Q is always an earlier day than both K and N. A violates that having K on a day before Q, therefore A can be eliminated. Then also choice C can be eliminated because it has Q and N on the same day, and we know that Q has to go on an earlier day. Therefore, C is gone, leaving B for number 1. Next, number 2, what could never appear on Thursday morning? So you want to look for a variable that's the most limited rather than scanning through all the choices and trying each one out. Now, we see that the most limited variable in this game is Q because Q is involved in that it can potentially satisfy the J rule. Q is also on an earlier day than K and Q can't be with either K or N, and it can't be Friday. So Q is a very limited variable. Let's start with that. Now they're asking us what can't be Thursday morning. If we put Q on Thursday morning, then we'd have to have K and N after it on Friday, perhaps interchangeable, one of them going on top, one of them going on bottom. Now the problem here is that if K is on Friday, which it will be in this case, then it could never satisfy the J rule, so Q would have to satisfy the J rule, but it can't do that if it's in the morning. It would have to be in the afternoon to satisfy the J rule. Therefore, Q on Thursday morning is impossible, and it's our answer to number 2. Next, number 3, what can't be given on Wednesday morning and Wednesday afternoon? What pairing? Well, we know that neither K nor N can ever go on Wednesday, so any choice where one of them does appear there is automatically an impossible, and as such would be our answer. And right away, we see that choice A has K listed for Wednesday, which is impossible given that Q must go on an earlier day than K. Therefore, A is our answer to 3. Next, number 4, if K was given on Friday morning. So if K were on Friday morning, then of course we know that K is not going to satisfy the J rule. Therefore, we're going to have JQ performing that function. And we know that we're going to have JQ going before, K and N, of course. It's going earlier than K and N. And then we've also got R and S to deal with. So they're asking us here, what could be true? Well, 2 main diagrams result. Either we have, JQ on Wednesday, or we have JQ on Thursday, and we could draw out each of those just to see what happens. I'll do that for you. So on the top diagram, I'm going to put JQ on Wednesday, and then RS on Thursday. And then on the bottom diagram, I'll put JQ on Thursday, and then I'll put SR on Wednesday. So 2 main diagrams result. Let's check whether both of those are valid. And then finally, of course, we're going to have N going on Friday afternoon. That's the only place left to it. So we've satisfied the JQ rule. We've satisfied, the R rule with, S appearing with it, which is perfectly fine. And we do have Q coming before both K and N, yet not on the same day in both of these diagrams. So we'll just run through the choices. Could J be Thursday morning? Yes, we have that right here. Therefore, A is our answer to number 4. I will look at the rest, though. Could we have N Thursday afternoon? No, we have either R Thursday afternoon or Q Thursday afternoon. Therefore, B is gone. Next, looking at C, Q Wednesday morning. That didn't happen in either. We've got Q in the afternoon of Wednesday or Thursday, but never the morning of Wednesday. R Friday afternoon, no, we have N there in both diagrams. And then S Wednesday afternoon, no, we have either Q or R there, leaving A. Next question, number 5. If Q is in the morning, what can't be on Thursday? Well, we know that Q is never on Friday morning because it's never Friday, period. We know that Q is never Thursday morning because we inferred that back from question number 2. So therefore, Q is going to be on Wednesday morning in this case. And when Q is on Wednesday morning, we're obviously not going to have Q satisfying the J rule here. We're going to have K doing that. So we're going to have JK going as a vertical box on either Thursday or Friday. And then we have, remaining variables N, R, and S. And we know that Q can never go the same day as N. Therefore, we're going to have, R or S doing that, going with it. We can't have R going with Q because R is always with N or S. Therefore, R is out of the running to go here. N's out of the running to go on Wednesday. Therefore, that leaves S to go on Wednesday. And so we're going to have R and N also going as a vertical box. And it's basically interchangeable whether these boxes go on Thursday or Friday each. So we could have JK Thursday, NR Friday, or we could have NR Thursday and JK Friday. Either of those could work perfectly fine. So they're asking us what can't go on Thursday. Well, JK, N, and R could, so all 4 of those can be eliminated, leaving E, S, because S could never go on Thursday in this diagram. S has to go Wednesday in order to be the variable that goes with Q because nothing else can go there. Finally, number 6, they're asking us how many workshops could be the one on Wednesday morning. Well, we just saw from question number 5 that we could have Q on Wednesday morning, and we saw from question number 4 that we could have J on Wednesday morning, or we could have S on Wednesday morning. Therefore, we know that there are at least 3 things that could be on Wednesday morning, so choices A and B can automatically be eliminated. Now the question is, could we have more than 3? Well, we could never have either K or N on Wednesday morning because they can never be on Wednesday at all. So those guys are automatically out of the running. I'm going to cross them off up on top here. Now, we also know that R always has to be in the afternoon. Therefore, R could never be Wednesday morning, so that's out of the running. And that just leaves J, Q, and S, which we already have listed here. We know these work because we've seen them work. Therefore, 3, choice C is our answer to number 6.